is going on, guys? As you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to be changing the valve cover gaskets and all of that on a Lexus because like a week ago she started missing, and then I got new spark plugs. I changed those, and while I was changing those I pulled coil pack on cylinder 7 and there was oil dripping all out of it, and I went to the forums and they all say that it's valve cover gasket, and all the stuff that was going on says it's valve cover gasket. So we're going to change those. Alright, first off, I've already done it all, but if you have an aftermarket intake, you'll have 3 hoses that run to vacuum lines. Just unplug those. If you still have the stock vacuum tank and shit, you have to unbolt it and pull the whole intake and box and everything out. Just do that, and then pull your coil packs out and unplug them. I took some yarn and pulled them back so they're not in the way. You're gonna have to unhook this vacuum line over here, and there's it back here, and then this vacuum, I forgot what it's called, this vacuum box and shit. You have to move that. I pulled the dipstick for the tranny and the oil out, and I pulled the oil cap off. I'm probably going to have to do something with this, but I'm not really sure yet. I have it unbolted right now just in case. But yeah, I had a strut bar on here. I took that off because it would get in the way. But yeah, now you can start unbolting the valve covers. There's like 4 bolts on each side and 2 in the back, and it's super easy to take off. So yeah, about to get started. These are not tight at all. Let's see.
She needed this bad.
Yeah.
We got quite a few 100 miles of traveling coming up in the next couple months.
Yeah, she's gonna get all the maintenance.
Atlanta, PCB. Lexus strong.
So I got all the bolts out. So now it's time to pull this one. I'm not really sure how easy this is gonna be. Yeah.
Oh, it's fried on there.
It's I don't know where I can. There's that oil right there. So we need to drain it. I'm just gonna drain it anyways. Oh yeah.
There's a lot in there.
Looks like it might just be stuck in there because these seals are blown.
O-rings, yeah.
Yeah. Looks so fine as it starts.
There you go.
Fucking dripping bad. Oh yeah, she's stuck in the O-rings.
I have to go back with it. too bad.
Mm-hmm.
A little scum up front.
Yeah.
How's the inside of this look? You can't see. Well, one of them's off. The easy one's off.
Alright guys, you don't really have to do this, but I recommend it, and it's just quick and easy. But get some brake cleaner and just spray the valve cover off. It'll clean it up a little bit, get all the nasty shit off. Nasty.
God.
Yeah, we'll have to go get some more.
Yeah, definitely. Those cans of brake cleaner run out so fast. I don't understand. When we did the valve cover on my Beamer, we went through like 6 cans maybe.
Alright guys, so we're at AutoZone right now. We just came out. We got some brake cleaner because we needed more, because it took 2 cans to clean the passenger side cover, but that's all we should need. They're not that dirty. I haven't seen the driver's side one yet, so hopefully it's not any dirtier. But yeah, we're about to head back to my house and start on the other side and get the spark plug grommets out and then put it back together. We should be good. We'll see you guys there.
Alright, so these spark plug grommets are pretty hard to get out. There's actually this metal piece right here is riveted to the actual valve cover, and then each one has these little tabs that stick out and hold the grommet in place. And the grommet it's rubber, but then there's metal inside it. So what you want to do is bend up all the tabs with a screwdriver or some pliers, depending. And then yeah, see, the last person who did these just coated the bottoms. You can probably see it on this side. There's this gasket maker.
You can sit on these.
Yeah, they just coated the bottoms with gasket maker. So what I've been doing is going up underneath the gasket maker to try to break the seal a little bit first. That seemed to be helping a lot. And then you kind of just have to get into the side of it and almost put the screwdriver on my leg. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a spring in there too. These are pretty trashed. If they just fall apart like that, they're on their way out. So yeah, this one has a lot on it. So then you just want to get in the side.
Make sure you have a tiny
Yeah,
flathead.
you have to have a really thin flathead. This one looks like it's even been ground thinner.
Down. Smaller than that would be even better.
Yeah, but it can't be like, because you still have to pry pretty hard, so it can't be like a super thin one either. Oh, damn it. I'm really about to put one of these in my leg. Alright, there we go. See, it's starting to come out. And you just keep prying. and so it comes out. This one left a bunch of stuff in there. So you got to make sure also before you put your new ones in that there's no pieces of the old grommet or gasket maker in the hole. Just run a screwdriver around through there. Get all the residue out, and now you're ready to put the new one in. I'm not gonna put the new ones in until I have all 4 of these out, but it takes a pretty long time. So to put the new ones in, once you have your old ones out and all the residue scraped off, you're gonna take some pliers and you have to bend 2 of the tabs pretty much straight up. This one is absolutely wrecked. I didn't do that.
Yes,
that was
Lexus
previous
first.
owner. They also rammed a screwdriver down in that hole right there.
I need some new valve covers.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But yeah, so you're gonna take and bend 2 of the tabs pretty much straight up so that you can fit the new seal grommet in there. Then you just take some. This is blue RVT. And I'm not gonna put as much as the previous guy did, just a little bit around the edges. I'm not gonna act like that. Whoever put this last one on just absolutely pumped it full, completely filled up the holes, and then you just put in this side, the 2 that you didn't pull up, and you put that in first, and then shove her in there. Make sure it's fully seated, and yeah, then you're gonna do that for all 4.
Alright guys, so Coleman got all the grommets out of this side and put the new ones in. So I'm about to put the gasket on there, put a little bit of gasket maker, and then put it back on and bolt it down. So yeah, right now he's doing this side, taking them out, putting them in, and I'm gonna throw this one on. You can't really see it that good, but yeah, it should be back together soon. Alright guys, so as you can see we got them both back on. All the guys in the forum said it was hard. It wasn't really that hard. Maybe they're doing it by themselves. I could see it being hard if you're doing it by yourself, but
It took both of us, and it wasn't that bad.
if you just unbolt the wiring harness and have one guy pull it back and then the other guy slide it in there, it's pretty easy. But I'm about to start tightening all the bolts back down and then hooking everything back up and putting the coil packs in, and then we'll see if it wants to start and see how it runs when it starts.
That's the real question.
Yeah, that's the life or death.
Oh Lord.
Alright, so I got everything hooked back up, all the coil packs in, they're all plugged in, all the hoses connected back to where they were. Make sure this hose, all the hoses, all caps back on, dipsticks are back in, the battery's hooked up. So let's go see if this will start. I gotta get my keys and I'll be back out here. I'm gonna let it warm up, then I'll look at it and